with Messy on Purpose.
Messy on Purpose.
I was going to say, you better say it. All right, so we have Reilly and Jamie here with us today, and we're going to talk about health journeys and how we feel at our age, because that just got brought up, and we're going to talk about kind of our relationship with alcohol and go from there. Who knows? We're messy.
It's going to get messy. I can already tell. Look at the way Jamie's looking
She's
at me.
already thinking about everything she wants to say.
I know.
I love that for us.
Don't worry, we're going to prompt you guys.
Okay, so who wants to do you want to start with like the age?
Yeah,
stuff
why don't
and
you
talk
guys
about how we
introduce
feel
yourselves?
and
I'll tell you.
go.
I'm 27. That's it. That's all I got for you. I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
no, you got more than
I'm
that.
27. I work with kids with autism. I'm a behavioral therapist. I've been doing behavioral therapy with kids with autism for 5 years now.
That's awesome.
So I started working with kids with autism in California, and then I moved out here, and you require a license out here, which sucks, but now I'm board and state certified, and I've been for 5 years, and
That's
I wouldn't change it.
incredible at
What
27.
made you go into that?
I actually started working with adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and I wasn't making a difference. I was working in an adult daycare and wiping butts and taking them to movies, and I wasn't doing anything positive besides keeping the quality of life. And I needed to make a difference. So I did. I started BT work. In California, you don't have to be licensed for certain insurances. And out here, when I moved out here in 21, you have to get licensed, and I haven't looked back.
Do you know what you want to like get to?
Getting to requires an education, and I hate school. So we have to work through some aversiveness with school, and then maybe I'll go to school and get my bachelor's in science and psychology. Maybe.
Cool.
All right, and Miss Jamie.
I am 40, recently 43, I think. 43, yeah.
Ooh, we're at the. I'm even already there, and I'm only 35, and I got to. You
like,
asked
wait,
me, and I was like,
when was I born?
Yeah, I'm like
What?
42, 43. My name's Jamie, and I'm 43, and I am a assistant general manager to a bar and restaurant for operations. That's the title. I babysit bartenders. That's the job. Invoices, ordering, hiring, firing, all the behind the scenes stuff, and as well as being in front, doing guest services, making sure people are coming back, making sure staff is keeping to our standards and doing their job. So I babysit all day. And I've been in the industry for way longer than I like to admit. That's the only thing I really know how to do. I started out as a busser and a barback, and then server, bartender. I was changing kegs and smashing cans when I was 13 in my aunt's bar. And then from then I didn't take the management role. I didn't go into that right away because why? I was making fine money, but in Vegas, it's basically feast or famine. So you could be making $1,000 to $5,000 a day, and then you're making nothing. So I basically changed and switched over to management for more of a even consistent income and the benefits, IRA, 401k, whatever, all that insurance, all that stuff. So that's me.
where do you want to go? You know, with all of
I'm
this?
there.
You're there. That's where you want to be.
Yeah.
All
Living
right.
the
where I want-
dream.
You know where I want to go? I want to live on a piece of land growing my own food.
Yes.
And
We can just do that together,
Yeah.
guys.
Listen, I want
I
cows.
think that's called a
Yes.
cult.
Yep.
No, it's
No, it's called a compound.
Yeah.
It's called a compound where we all get
Yes.
a piece of land. It's called a homestead life. We
Yes.
get a little bit of off-gridness and live off
Yeah.
of our property.
Don't
have
feed
animals.
off of her negativity. We can
I wasn't
talk
Listen,
about
we
being
could have our
negative.
own barn, Fylisha, with a gym and everything.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm not really the barn life.
Oh,
person.
I would love it.
I grew up on
It's
a cattle
dream.
farm in California. Come on.
I
now.
I grew up in Iowa, and I still don't want.
I don't want to do any of that.
She said no, thank
So
you.
you two have fun.
So
Help me out.
we're gonna go.
Riley, it's me and you.
I just want to garden
Yeah, grow
and,
your own
and
vegetables.
grow my own food and vegetables and be completely independent and sustainable off of what I produce personally, and be in a garden of like sunflowers all day and just like water plants and get my hands in dirt. The cows things and all that stuff. But if you find people that are compatible, they can do that, and you can
garden, and me and Reilly will take care of the cows and pigs and stuff.
I said I wanted to own a ranch, but I don't want to live on it. Well, I would live on it, but I don't want to run it. I would want to pay somebody to run it. Like, I want nothing to do with it. I just want a ranch so I have cows.
So you have the meat?
Yeah. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take care of it.
Listen, I know all about it. I can help.
Oh, let's see. There's my rancher.
My grandparents had a farm, and they had cows, horses, chickens, all the animals, and they were completely sustainable. They didn't need anything from anybody else. Like, they had their own milk, dairy, their meats. They would butcher the cows and pigs. Like, they grew their own vegetables. They had everything.
Yeah,
I think that's the dream.
I don't really want to butcher anything. I'm not.
How are you going to get your meat? You don't actually butcher the cattle. Somebody else does it.
That's my goal. Pay someone else to do it.
And then you can have dairy.
We've had this on this podcast
Yeah,
already.
she can't.
I cried because we went fishing. We went on this like, charter boat up in Montana. Okay,
She's gonna cry again.
But I've told this enough. I got to do it without crying. Okay, so we went on this charter boat, and I didn't want to go. Justin's stepmom kept pushing and pushing, like, you go. I'm like, no, you can go. And I ended up going. And we're fishing, and I'm really not even trying to catch anything. Like, I don't have any goal to touch a fish. I don't have any goal, right? And then Justin catches one, and he gets it in the eyeball.
Oh,
She's going to cry.
with a hook.
And so, okay, I don't cry at funerals, nothing, but I cry for animals, and I can't kill one. I cried because my dog smashed a lizard.
That's okay.
So yeah,
I'm
I
laughing
can't kill
with
anything,
her.
so I have to pay. But I love meat, and now I gotta.
I had tears also, but
Oh my god, and my eyes like burning now.
oh my gosh. Okay, so to change the subject, I've got a little tip for you because you couldn't remember your age. When somebody asks me, I just tell them I'm like 68, 69. That way they're like, damn, you look so good. And I'm like, I know.
Thanks.
68 and rocking it. So that's my little tip for you.
I love that, and even now when I'm like
Lie up instead of lying down.
Okay.
Well, that got dirty. Okay.
Messy on
I'm
purpose.
still crying.
Guys,
Like,
my son is
time
in
it's
the
just my eyes
audience.
are
My son is
my
in the
drops.
audience.
Okay.
So back to the
A
subject.
little like, what is my mother doing?
So gardening.
Yeah, gardening.
Gardening.
Getting your hands
Sunflowers.
dirty.
Yeah. I just wanna. That's all I want to do.
I don't.
I'm not gonna go into any. I
I
don't.
think being around people in the like service industry would make
That's
you
hard.
want to do that because
Yeah.
you want to get away from people almost.
So I need some sort of social interaction. I'm like and I know maybe we didn't mean to go into the subject this quickly, but it happens, right? Before I quit drinking, being an extrovert was like my jam. It was like my jam. And now that I don't drink, I'm like, I'm still an extrovert, but I get really, not overwhelmed, but I've had enough.
Anxious or
No, it's time. It's time when it's time.
You don't have the patience anymore is what it is. Like there's just not the patience for the people.
Yeah.
Just
And
in
I'm
general.
not sharing the same debauchery. Like I'm not drunk
Yeah.
like you. I'm not drinking. I'm not indulging in that. So like the things that you're laughing at, I'm like, oh, wasn't that funny? Awkward.
It's never that funny as the drunk person.
Or if you're watching someone like full on ball at the bar and they're crying, and I'm like, oh, All
You're
right.
on that
I'm
level.
already weird with that stuff, let alone somebody.
Yeah,
I'm not even
exactly.
I'm not even trying to cry at this point. My eyes are burning because my makeup like got in it or something, and now I can't freaking see.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
So just picture Fylisha standing at the bar, and then you're like, oh my gosh, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
Although I think I'm doing a little classier.
You are. You're not drunk.
No,
Goodbye.
I'm already weird.
A lot
with people.
classier. Okay.
Yes.
They'll be like,
I worked on Fremont for 20 years, and then now I'm in Henderson. A lot classier.
Yes.
Okay.
oh,
Yes.
big difference, I'm sure. Yeah, I bartended for a while, and like drunk people will wear on you. And I actually quit drinking while I was bartending still. And I've told you this before, but like I lived in Iowa, and I got a lot of hate from people for quitting drinking because it was out of the norm.
Yeah.
And I think it puts a reflector on other people, and they're like, well, she's quitting drinking, and it can kind of like trigger things inside you. Like, am I drinking too much? Am I indulging too much? Because here's somebody that did drink, and now they don't drink anymore.
Well, I found that people are actually insecure when you go around them and you don't drink. So like if you are out and about with a group of people and you're not drinking, people will get kind of weird. So like I just drink like a lemonade or something most of the time because they don't even think about it. They don't ask you or anything.
And that's when boundaries come into play too, right? Because at first, when I first made the decision, it was like, oh, come on. Because that's the only person they knew was the drunk me. And they refused to open up and believe that I could be anything other than what they know.
Yeah.
And it's not my job it's not my job to prove to you who I am. I'm not doing this for you. This is all a personal journey for myself.
Which is great that you brought that up, because we had a girls' night out, and me and Reilly actually did have a couple of drinks, and I feel like the peer pressure doesn't come in like you guys, both being sober, you weren't like, you guys shouldn't be drinking, but I think it happens in the reverse, where when you're not the ones drinking, people will be like, oh, come on, just have one drink, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, you're judged more for not drinking than you are for drinking now, because it's so normal in our society to drink that you're almost weird if you don't.
Yeah.
Especially living in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think anywhere. I mean, I'm from the Midwest. There's not like clubs and stuff, but like that's all there is to do. So everyone
Bars,
does
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Another thing too is a lot of whispers after my birthday, after our night out. They were like asking people that went. So Jamie drank, didn't she?
Oh,
I was like,
no.
no, I didn't. And if I did, that's really, again, none of your business.
Yeah.
That's where boundaries come in. Like,
But just because you don't drink doesn't mean you can't drink. It means that you chose not to drink.
Right.
You're not an alcoholic.
right.
But why is it anybody else's business whether she
Oh,
had
it's
a
not.
drink or not? That's crazy.
I made the choice to do what I wanted to do because of my health journey. But also, if I choose, I was talking to one of my friends about this the other day. I was like, the only time I really want to have a drink is to try like a new beer, not a spirit, because alcohol, like hard alcohol, I don't have any desire to.
Yeah.
But I did like beer before I stopped drinking. I like the flavor of it. I like the hops, the different kinds. But when before it was like, oh, I had a rough day, I need a drink. Oh, it was a long day, I had a drink. Oh my God, we're celebrating, let's have a drink.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I want a non-alcoholic one because I like the taste of it.
I
want this for the taste.
Right.
Yeah, which is the complete opposite of me. I never liked the taste of alcohol. I drink it for a social reason, and I got real stupid because I the social aspect of it, I'd be like, let's do shots, and let's do shots, and then I'd black out.
So that was me too. Yeah, for sure.
But like the reason
Well, I wouldn't black out. I'd brown out.
I don't drink the non-alcoholic stuff.
Gray
area.
The last time I drank, I literally blacked out. But I mean that was so long ago now. But like the point I was making is like I don't drink non-alcoholic. I don't drink the mocktails. I don't drink any of that because I didn't really like it anyways.
Yeah.
To me, it's just sugar, and I don't need it. So like I just drink a water, or if I want a lemonade, because I actually like lemonade, or I get hyped off lemonade.
You
sometimes.
do. Listen, lemonade for her is like somebody else taking 6 shots.
I have a picture where my eyeballs are like.
Hi.
You said there's a sugar high.
It's
It was
the
just
sugar,
lemonade.
yeah.
It was just lemonade.
There's so much sugar in that.
So let's talk about, because you said you went on your sober journey more for your health. Is that something that you want to talk about? Like,
Sure. I started out, honestly, I was taking Ozempic. And it did really well. I did really well on it. And then it became like not available, and like the compound pharmacies wouldn't have it. And then I would get it for 2 weeks, and I was losing weight. And I was also, I don't have any feelings negative or positive about Ozempic. I don't, like, if I'm paying for it, it's mine. So like, I know that like a lot of people with diabetic conditions or having a hard time getting it, but like that's not really my business. I mean, not to sound so crass, but
Well, I mean, what everybody else chooses to use is their choice.
Right.
I personally would never use it, but like that, I that's my choice. I'm not going to judge you for using it.
Right.
What is your experience with it? Like, what? I know you said that
it
eventually
was
you couldn't
wonderful.
get it.
Yeah, it was great. Like, there's like, I don't know how to explain it. With the relationship I have with food is it's comfort. It's not fuel. And once you can, I think, in my opinion, you can switch that or start to shift over where your relationship is fuel and not comfort is when the real like change happens. And that happened with Ozempic because there was no food noise at all. I wouldn't make dinner for my kids and be like, oh, that's, I wonder how this tastes. I wouldn't even think about it. It was shut off completely.
Yeah.
Especially working in a restaurant when you're like, a chef is like, oh, try this. Oh, or you're in the window and you're taking a fry.
Yeah.
That noise is completely shut off. You
doesn't
don't-
it reduce the cravings for like everything?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. I didn't want sugar. I didn't. And then if I did indulge in it, I would get sick. It was great. And then it wasn't
It made
available.
you sick if you ate sugar.
Yeah. If you ate a lot of sugar, like it would make me a bit nauseous. Yeah.
Interesting.
But it wasn't consistent because I would have the shot for 4 weeks and then I would have to go off it for 3.
Yeah.
And then I would have to start back all over again. And so I just have to find a way now to balance out and have some self-control and be consistent is the most important part without it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go from giving up sugar, giving up alcohol to depending on something else.
It's really just finding that discipline and that habit in
Yeah,
yourself.
for sure.
And changing that mindset. Changing that mindset is such a key.
Yeah.
Especially for me. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm still looking for that comfort. But
Which you actually said you're going to do 75 hard. I've done it
Yeah.
many,
I
many
start
times,
tomorrow.
and I will tell you the first time you complete it, it completely changes you.
can't
There
wait.
is no room for BS. I can tell you right now, if I decide not to do something, I mentally beat the crap out of myself for listening to that B voice. Try not to cuss. But
Right.
but like you just your mind shifts and you have no room for excuses from yourself.
Yeah.
And honestly, from anybody else.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm excited to start.
What made you choose that?
Honestly, simple. We have 82 days till summer. It's the
Oh,
perfect time. Like,
nice.
perfect time.
Nice, a week before.
Yeah, I'm going to see Ludacris at the M.
Okay.
And it's at the pool, so I want to look good in a bathing suit. And it's the right amount of time before, so I feel like if I can hold myself accountable, when I hold myself accountable for this period of time, it'll like, what's the worst that can happen? Because I don't have any expectations.
Yeah.
So even if I lose 8 pounds or become more, because it's not about really the number on the scale. To me, it's about feeling better. That nothing but good can come out of it. Like,
Well, you sound like you're just based off of what we just talked about with the Ozempic, that your ultimate goal is to have control over your mind and your body, right?
Yeah, correct.
And if that's all you got out of 75 hard, that'll change everything else.
right. Yep.
Do you have any accountability partners? Like,
My oldest son is doing it with
okay,
me.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yep. So
If you need any encouragement, we're here for you.
I love that.
Reach out.
Also,
to us.
I've done 75 hard many times, so if you have any questions, let me know, because, like, it's simpler than you think.
It's pretty simple, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very simple. A lot of people overthink it. They think you have to do 2 hard workouts. Sometimes the day calls for 2 walks outside.
Yeah.
Nothing more. You know, so, like, just don't overthink it, and just make sure you're, true to yourself, because it's not going to feel good to finish if you did something that
You weren't. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. I was going to start today being the first and whatnot, but I wasn't prepared. So
And
I
it's
want
April
to,
Fool's Day.
right? I want to make sure that I set myself up for success.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
tomorrow, after I go to the
give you
grocery
some
store.
Costco hacks. So get your protein.
Man,
I
I
need
love
Costco.
that. I'm going to use those hacks, especially the ground beef hack.
I told her the
That's a
big
smart
tubes
hack.
you can
It
get
is.
95 and 5, and then you cut it because it's 10 pounds. Cut it into 10s, and then you put it in the Ziploc
Ziploc
bags,
bag.
flatten
Yep.
it, and stack
The
it.
flattened part for me. It's the flattened part
It's
for me.
it's the defrosting with the whole flat
Right.
part. Like,
It's great.
listen,
Yeah.
I don't have to
So
take it out all
fast.
day.
Yeah.
Chicken takes forever, and it's super lean too. So, like, you don't have to worry so much about high fat.
Yeah. And I'm a creature of habit, so I can eat the same meal for 40 days.
Same.
Like, I don't
I
need
wish
I
I could.
can't.
I can't.
I
No.
feel like when you get into that mindset too, where food is more for fuel as opposed for comfort, because I'm from the South, so we love our food. You know, that's how you celebrate, that's how you mourn, that's like food is what you go to. And I was telling my kids, they didn't believe me. I was telling them the other night that in my teen years, I got up to like 230 pounds because we had just gone through a lot. There was a lot of stress, and that's what I turned to was food, and food that I enjoyed. You know, like eating a salad isn't like, it doesn't make you feel good. You know, eating brownies and ice
I've had
cream.
some salad that I'm like, ooh.
I mean,
A
not-
salad has never made me feel good, but eating a home cooked brownie or something has made me feel good. But I got really overweight, and we talked about it when we were on the hike, because I was like, when I used to walk, especially in the summer, my inner thighs would chafe so bad.
Yeah.
I'd have like blisters and stuff. And they didn't believe me. And I was like, food was my comfort thing. We didn't have a lot of money for other things. I didn't really get hooked on drugs or alcohol or anything like that. So it was food for me. And learning to break that, where it's like, I have to eat because I need this fuel for my body,
Yeah.
as opposed to, oh, that looks so good, I want to eat it.
It's almost the same as alcohol. Like, it's attached to an emotion,
Oh, it's an
right?
addiction for
Like,
sure.
oh my God, let's go to dinner.
Yeah.
Like, it's social. It's like, and then, like, you can even take it a step further back, go back. When you realize that you're your best company and you're okay with being alone, I know it seems not relative, but it's totally relative.
Yeah.
When you feel comfortable being by yourself and you're your favorite company, you don't need to seek other things, because
External.
the way we're talking about food is the same way we just talked about alcohol.
It's
It's like
true.
the same thing. And like, you're right. You have to change your mind, like, completely change it.
Yeah.
That's a hard lesson to learn, though. I'm 27 and I'm living on my own for the first time, especially in Vegas.
Yeah.
And that is one of the hardest lessons I am learning right now.
Girl,
is to be
therapy.
Listen,
Being
let me get
alone?
medical.
Is that
Yeah,
what you mean?
like learning to love myself and being content being alone and not seeking out other attention, not seeking out, hey, I want to go grocery shopping. Should I bring my friend?
Yeah.
Like, that's so silly. I should be able to be content going to dinner by myself, going to the gym by myself, wherever it may be. Like, learning to love myself for who I am. And it's the same with learning to love food just for the fuel purpose or anything like that.
Through that journey, what have you been doing to try to help with that?
Picking up fitness and picking up that health journey. I got into crocheting. Crocheting is one of my favorite things to do now. And I have a dog.
Such an old soul.
I am. I go home from work and I crochet and I walk my dog and then I go to the gym.
I love that.
I like to bake, but obviously with this new health journey, I just bake for other people now and I don't eat any.
Felicia has some amazing
Oh yeah, I can send you some
recipes
stuff that
for
you can,
like protein brownies
Absolutely.
and
with
stuff.
the
Yes,
macros.
please.
I love some.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I love
you
baking.
can still bake.
I was going to make yours, but I had to be here a half hour early,
Yeah,
so I
and
finished
you
up
also had
work.
other stuff
I just don't
going
know how to
on.
healthy bake. I know how to like bake for a ranch or bake
Yeah.
for a bunch of boys or
Yeah.
mechanics or whatever it may be, you know?
Extra chocolate.
Oh, I
At
put extra
Christmas
chocolate
time-
chips in that zucchini
Yeah.
bread, okay? Maybe zucchini, but you ain't tasting
Yeah.
it.
At Christmas time I do a bunch of baking. She came over and like she brought the kids, and I have another friend that brought a kid, and like we did some like decorating and stuff, and then I packaged everything up in like little boxes, and I give them to the neighbors and just about everyone.
I love that.
So I'm coming
And she
over.
has our
Yeah, so
healthy stuff.
we're gonna bake this year
Yes.
together.
The healthy stuff too. But I was
Yes.
going to tell you, when I was younger, I had, because I'm so used to having people around me all the time, from earlier in my life until now, I have all my kids with me. But there was a point in my life where I was traveling, doing modeling a lot, and I had to travel by myself. I'd have to take the flights by myself, get to the hotel by myself. I would go to restaurants by myself. And it was so uncomfortable at first to like sit in a restaurant by yourself. There's no conversation. I wasn't like checking my phone and stuff, that Instagram and Facebook and all that. I'm 67, okay? It wasn't that big of a deal back then. I would actually sit at the restaurant by myself. I would take a book. And it was one of the best experiences I think I had in my life, because I really learned to be comfortable with myself without having other people around me. And I think when you learn to embrace that, it is so powerful, because you are used to having a spouse or kids or your parents or your siblings or your friends. And when you're able to be by yourself, you get to the point where you really don't want
Anybody
people
else around you.
I
Absolutely.
love my kids so much, but there are times in the day that I'm like, I just need some time by myself.
Mom is overstimulated.
Yes, to journal, I do other stuff, and it's like, I just need time by myself.
Yeah.
And I love that. I think you're going to come out of this experience so empowered, living by yourself and having that time by yourself.
I'm already kind of in that mood. I had somebody say at my house this past weekend, and there was like one thing moved, and I was like, no, move it back. This is not where it goes.
You're used to having your own
It's just
space.
everything goes where it's supposed to. I have a routine. You have that, dialogue with yourself, whatever it may be. So, when somebody intrudes that, it's kind of like, oh, maybe I am a little bit better than I thought.
You're doing
It's
good.
definitely nice.
Do you read?
No, I hate reading.
Girl, no, you got to start.
I listen to it.
Yeah.
I like to listen to a lot of audiobooks, a lot of podcasts, all of that stuff.
Let's talk about because we talked a little bit about Jamie's health journey. Let's talk about yours, because I know you said you're embracing
I am,
fitness
thanks to
and stuff.
Fylisha. So thankful. Learning to love yourself comes in so many different aspects. I'm working on, other aspects, but the health and physical part is really one of my biggest priorities right now. And that comes with loving my physical body. I want to look in the mirror and love myself. And I want to look in the mirror and love how healthy I am, but for me. And so, thankfully, girls' night turned into, meeting you two, and I'm loving it, embracing it with everything I've got.
I swear I can't go anywhere without talking about it.
I literally texted her. I think it was like my third workout, and I was like, I'm dead. Thank you. I'm dying.
I said that means it's working.
Yeah,
But that's great.
it is.
Wow, that's great.
Although she did say when I walked in here, she was like, you walked in here fine. It's not working that bad.
Right?
Yeah, you have to limp in if you're really doing
Oh, let me tell you, I was limping this weekend. I was like, oh, no. Grandmother.
You struggle to sit down. You're fine.
Oh, I was. I just had a little break this weekend.
I did that after our hike. I came into the salon yesterday and I was like, I'm so sore. And I grabbed my butt. One of my clients was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm so sore right now. And she said, that's the good kind of pain.
Yep.
And I was like,
It's
Absolutely.
fun when you gotta grab the sink to sit on the toilet.
I have a squatty potty for that.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
don't
I like
even
put my
wanna
feet
sit
up and
all
I'm
the
like,
way
oh
down.
no.
You hope you can
So-
get back up.
My dog's
I
like, Mom,
love
are you
this.
not taking me out to go pee up more often? And I'm like, I can't walk. What's wrong with you?
But how amazing is that Jamie's birthday ladies night out turned
My
into
birthday.
like us ladies supporting each other and encouraging each other on our wellness journey.
Yeah, that's great. I love, especially being and knowing people that can interact with others. Because, you know, we've always had that friend. There's always that one friend that you're not going to bring around anyone else.
I don't have those anymore. I've gotten rid of them, but I know what you mean.
1,000%.
Used to, because you're so right. I can so relate, because I don't have those anymore.
Yeah.
Because if you can't be nice and kind and at least respectful, you don't have to agree with everything, but at least respectful, then you're really not my friend anyway at all.
Or if you have somebody that's just sitting like a bump on a log, like they don't want to be there, they're not interacting with anybody, like it brings the mood down of everybody.
I really
like they have
with,
to be. Like,
you don't have to keep people in your life.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And people need to also realize that on the other side of it, they don't need to be in your life either. Clearly, if something is like that, where you're sitting there and you're not happy in that group setting,
why are you there?
Why are you there? Don't waste your time.
When I invited you, you're like, can I bring my best friend? I was like, absolutely.
I wouldn't have asked if I would have. I knew she was going to come and bring the party with her, like sober, not sober,
I can get along with I can get along with
Mm-hmm.
anybody anywhere.
Yeah.
Like most,
I'll
all
talk
the
to
time.
anyone.
Yeah.
But if I don't like the vibes, I will distance myself from people, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
but we came in and all of us interacted and everybody was in a good mood and it was good vibes and everything was great. Whereas like you show up to something and it's like kind of like
standoffish.
Yeah.
It's like almost
I'll just
yucky
leave.
feeling. Like you
Yes.
need to like take a shower. Like I was like, oh,
It's called energy.
I was
Yes.
just going to say it, Jamie.
It's called energy.
Good energy or bad energy?
The energy enters the room
Yes.
way before you.
Yes.
Like, and it might come after as well. There might be remnants of it even after you leave. Like, oh, let me sage this place.
And when you're paying attention to that, you know quicker to stay away from certain people.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And that's where we don't have those friends anymore because we're not surrounding ourselves with those type of people.
Yeah, because it's all about positivity. It wasn't always like this with women, right? I feel like it's gotten better over the years, like a lot better. Significant changes when it comes to supporting women, supporting women.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree? Or no?
I feel like that's a movement for sure, where
Yeah.
it's like we're going to encourage, it's the whole lady boss, like we're going to encourage other women, we're going to uplift other women, sisterhood.
Yeah.
But I like real encouragement. So like I don't like the fake encouragement. And I feel like half of that is fake. Like a lot of people say things they don't mean. And I'm not going to be the one to support someone making a bad decision. Right? So I'm not going to tell you, oh, you're doing great, but you're making a horrible decision.
well, it's called
I'm
enabling.
going to try to tell you why I don't think that's good because I care. So I don't think we should full on support everyone for no reason. Or I'm not going to support somebody that I just don't.
You don't have to support somebody that you don't agree with what they're doing, but you don't have to tear them down either.
No, but I don't do that either. Like, I'm not going to just go and tell somebody
You
they're
just
a
remove
piece
them.
of
I don't
crap
have
for
to-
no
I don't
reason.
have to say
I just
anything.
don't say it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly it.
But
I
not
just keep it
saying
silent.
anything is saying something.
Yeah. But I wouldn't even have a person that I wouldn't have to say anything to in my life.
Right,
Don't
and
you
that's
think
right.
that
where you cut 'em
happens
out.
with age a little bit too? Because I feel like I was more accepting of having people in my circle or being around people that I didn't necessarily like vibe with or agree with when I was younger, because it was like, oh, they're my friend, like we just see things differently or whatever. And I think as I've gotten older and I'm way more protective over my peace, it's like, ugh, I just don't even want to deal with that.
I think you put up boundaries and
Yeah.
you put up
As you
standards
go
for
through
yourself.
certain situations,
Yeah.
it causes those boundaries.
And
to be
boundaries are
stronger.
easier to do when I feel like I was a people pleaser and a shapeshifter when I was younger.
Yes.
I just wanted to be who I was around.
Be
and-
accepted.
Yeah, and then now, and I'm not saying like I don't care. Like I don't care. This is me, because that's not an excuse for bad behavior.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't care. Wait, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
totally
also
get it.
Coming with people like accepting those people who accept those boundaries and respect your boundaries.
Yeah, but I don't have to meet you where you are. Like I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be less of myself for you to feel better either.
Right.
I will not let myself go to make someone else feel better. That's not going to happen.
But you're not mean about it either.
No.
No, like you're like sometimes there's no words. Like I don't need to tell a grown up, especially a grown up, what they're doing wrong or what they did wrong or what I think. But a lot of that comes with also, I put no expectations on anything. I just, like, I don't expect anything from you because that comes with disappointments.
Yes.
When you expect something or you're disappointed in something, you're living in the past or you're living in the future. And I'm trying to enjoy right now.
And you have to remember you can never change anyone.
Right.
And expecting someone to lower their standards to fit yours is not fair.
Right.
Or
That's why you gotta
expecting
find your
somebody
people.
to come up to your standards.
Yeah, find your people. Find the people you align with.
We're not for everyone, and that
Right.
is okay.
Right.
We're not everybody's cup of tea.
Right.
And honestly, we don't have time to give our energy to everybody. So you figure out the people that you align with, that you want to have in your life, and those are the people that you pour into, that pour back into you. Because we don't have time to please everybody and spend time with everybody. You find your tribe of people, and that's who you give your energy to.
Yeah. And that advice right there can take you a long way in all aspects, in fitness, in friendships, in dating, in job. Find your niche, if you will. And
Even just finding yourself.
Absolutely.
yep. Especially finding yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
finding
for
yourself
sure.
is where all the other stuff follows behind.
Man, you are not wrong.
Oh
You
my
are
gosh,
not
this
wrong.
has been so enlightening. We're smart.
and-
We is smart,
And
guys.
loyal. And what did what's his name say? Who was it? DJ Khaled?
Oh,
Smart. You
We is
loyal.
smart.
Yeah.
She's over here
know
doing
either.
DJ Khaled.
What?
We are too.
I know Ludacris.
We are too ghetto.
I listen to country music. You guys all know that.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. We
I'll
did
go
go
to
to
Lulu
country.
with you.
Right, June 9th.
I guess we're going to country.
You're going to teach me how to line dance.
I
mean-
am. We have to do that.
I mean, she can't stop. She does it everywhere she goes,
I-
even at not country bars.
Yeah.
She was in my
She
bar
be
this weekend.
there.
I
And was like,
there
I
was
was like,
country
sure.
music playing, and it was a line dance, and you just gotta
You
dance.
weren't line dancing to music that wasn't country music.
Right, it was like
so
the-
Listen,
it's fine.
there
They
is-
do line dancing to non.
it was like
They do.
Evanescence. It
Yep,
was like
they do.
Evanescence, and she was like,
I can
As long
line
as the
dance
rhythm
to
and the
this.
beat sound
Yeah.
good, there's certain line
Hey.
dances that you can take across
You can
so many
also
different
twerk
songs.
to country music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I might approve that.
You definitely did.
oh my god.
We'll put a little clip of that at the end of this for you guys.
That would be great.
Oh my gosh,
That
right?
10 to 10.
Everybody stay tuned to watch Fylisha white girl twerk.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
She shook her little booty.
It was good. It was good.
It was. That's my best friend,
It
y'all.
was great. Wasn't it crazy how quickly the bar got packed? It was like there was
Within
nobody,
minutes.
and then it was like full.
We went downstairs.
Yeah.
And it came up.
And we were
And
like,
came up and we were like, where did
and
everybody
then
come
there was
from?
the old guy that was like dancing like nobody's
Oh,
business.
yeah.
Oh, with everybody. And was
Everybody.
trying to swoon
Oh,
all
he
of
was
the
so
women.
Oh, he could
He
have
was.
taken whatever
Absolutely.
lady he wanted.
He was in like a button up, a pearl snap
Like
button
Wrangler.
up,
Adorable.
and
He wore the
with his
little
Wranglers
shirts
with
my
his little
grandpa
hat
has.
all
Yeah.
crooked.
Did I
Me
miss
and
that?
Fylisha actually did.
Oh, I got a video. I'll show you
Yeah.
after this.
And me and Fylisha actually did a video last week where we kind of rated Old Red because we were like, it was so cool.
Yeah,
we
it was
really,
cool.
really enjoyed it. It was a great
It's a vibe,
experience.
for sure.
Yeah.
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 I want to do the in-between levels maybe at some point and see what those kind of
It
vibes
was
were
fun,
like.
yeah.
because we were downstairs and we go to get in the elevator and these dudes come in and I don't remember which one of you were like, yeah, it's not very busy up there.
Uh-huh.
And we get up there and it's
Yeah.
so it looked so stupid.
What happened? And then I heard Jamie was a bodyguard for Fylisha when some guy
Oh.
like came up.
Remember
Wait,
that
and
dude
what?
that came up and grabbed me and I like snapped at him and you're like, everything okay?
Oh yeah.
I was like, Jamie
When-
will lay the
where
whip
were
down.
we?
I have to. I've been told like I do have some masculine energy, but it's okay. It balances out with my feminine.
We all have masculine and feminine.
But I go into like bartender,
Yeah, protective.
like mode, and I'm like always. Sometimes it's hard to shut off, and I'll look, especially now that I don't drink.
I still do it and I
I'm
haven't
just
bartended
looking.
in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll watch your six. I got you.
Yeah, you came over and I was like, no, I already handled it.
Cool. Good. Love that.
So do you guys have for anybody watching that's, kind of getting on their health journey, would you guys like to give any tips or advice that has worked for you or helped you for anybody watching?
Honestly, finding somebody to help you be accountable for yourself, especially in the beginning. I'm so thankful for Fylisha.
Yeah.
Like, being able to reach out to her at any moment, asking questions, whatever it may be. And
She's called me once. Like, she's had so many questions.
so many
Maybe
questions. But I still was
that
able
one
to,
time
though.
could be
Yeah,
helpful.
I still was
Yeah.
able to, in that moment of, like, questioning myself. And then the apps that, like, she's pointing me in the right direction of is, like, those are helpful, too. You
Yeah.
do all of your research, and honestly, this sounds so crazy. I watch a lot of TikToks of fitness journeys and kind of listening to other people. Like, oh, I'm not the only person that thinks this way or, has those questions.
You listen to podcasts, right?
I do.
Do you listen to Andy Frisella's podcast? Okay, I'm going to send it to you. That's the basically who made 75 Hard. His stuff's really, really good.
I'll definitely have to check
Also,
that out.
have you thought about doing it yourself so that people can kind of follow along with your journey and that helps keep you accountable as
Absolutely.
well? Yeah.
I thought about doing that on my TikTok, actually.
You should.
I went viral one time, guys.
Oh.
So it's fine.
That's awesome.
No, I don't have any advice. Just start. Just go.
That's a good
That's
piece
a
of
big
advice.
Just
that's
do
a
it.
huge piece of advice because a lot of people always have these I want
Yep.
to do this, I want to do this, I have a million excuses
Or
why
I'm
I
going to
shouldn't
do
do
it
this.
then.
Yeah, or I'm gonna wait until the 1st. I'm gonna wait until Monday.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just go
do
for it.
Just do it. Nike, baby, just do it.
Just do it.
That's all I got
You mentioned.
Just do it.
Yeah, I mean, because you can talk yourself out of something.
You are your own worst
Easily.
enemy.
You can make a million excuses every day of why you can't do something.
If you want, what is it? Failure will accept any excuse, right? Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go see Luda on June 9th, so I'm about to.
She's about to just
I might
do
come
it.
out there with you.
Yeah, at the M, it's so, like, the concerts and the way they have their concert set up by the pool
Yeah.
is so cute.
Oh, it's at the pool too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
For me, I started in January because my son wanted to lose weight, and I had been the one talking about, I'm going to start my fitness journey again because I had, same thing, excuses, life happening, you get busy, you're tired, whatever, and I had fallen off of it a lot, and my 15-year-old decided he wanted to try keto.
Give him a shout out. He's done amazing.
Yes, AJ is down like 42 pounds, 45 pounds.
She's talking to her son, by the way.
Since January, the middle of January, he has done phenomenal. He was my motivator to get started because I didn't want him to do it by himself. So I was like, if you want to do it, I will do it with you. He has done incredible. And then my 18-year-old Makai, who won't be on the podcast, but he's sitting by watching
We'll get
us.
him here sometime.
He works out. He's the one that, like, when I don't want to go to the gym at night, he's like, Mom, come on, let's go to the gym. Let's get ready. Are we going to the gym tonight? He'll be texting me. And when I had fallen off of going to the gym, he was also the one that was like, Mom, we haven't gone to the gym. When are we going to go back to the gym? So I give my sons huge shout outs. They have been my motivators. God bless them. I love them so much. I will get emotional, so.
Aww.
My babies.
I love that.
My babies.
But
and
that
my
comes
goodness.
to, again, having somebody to help you be accountable for
Yep.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
And I'm just a psychopath. And I truly mean that. I'm a psychopath. I will kill myself to get everything that I want to get done. And I'm a scheduler, and I
And you
have
also
high.
a partner that is into fitness too, right?
Yeah, but he has no impact on mine.
Yeah.
At all.
Do you think it's
But-
helpful though that you are with somebody, because I've seen relationships where one person's into fitness, one person isn't, and so it's a little.
I 100% think if you're in a relationship, you have to be on the same page. And if someone is changing and growing and the other person is not,
Yeah.
they're eventually going to go different
Yeah.
ways, or there's going to be problems for a really long
For
time.
sure.
And it's just going to build up and eventually blow up.
Yeah.
So yes, I do think you have to be on the same page and you have to want the same things. And especially with your health. I would say there's other areas of your life that's not necessarily true, but with your health, it has to be true, right? Because in order for one person to get healthier and feel better and build themselves up, the other person can't be sitting here holding themselves down. That's going to affect this growth, and it's going to cause this split. So I do think that does play a part in your relationships. For what I personally want to do, it doesn't really affect me, but like I said, I'm not kidding you when I say I'm a psychopath. I'm not psycho, like gonna kill someone psycho. I'm psycho, like I drive myself crazy to do way more than I even probably am capable of. So I push myself to the limit. I mean, you've seen me about a couple weeks ago. I pushed myself to the limit. And so I don't really have like advice as to how to do that, how to be a psycho. But I can say I have endless advice on tricks and tips and everything else when it comes to health and, fitness, nutrition, whatever it may be. I mean, just getting your mindset right, books to read, habits building, all of that stuff, because I've done all of that and I've built that stuff. But
I was going to say, I think for the three of us, what it is we're on this journey where we're making it more of our lifestyle, and you're already in the place where
I'm
it
already
is your
there.
lifestyle.
Yeah, and it's been my lifestyle for a really, really long time. And like, I even shifted and I wanted to make part of my lifestyle helping other people, but I have helped so many people. I've built programs. I've done exactly what I did for you, and I've had people not even start day one. Yeah. And it takes hours for me to develop these programs and all this information for people, and then for them not to do day one, and it kills me. It doesn't kill them, right? They never really wanted it. They never really wanted to get started. Otherwise, they would have. They had all the tools. And so I had to step away from that because mentally I can't handle the failure of others. And so I stopped training.
Because you probably think that it reflects the failure of you.
No,
No?
I don't even take
It's just
responsibility.
like the frustration of you giving people the tools and them not
Giving
using
my
them.
time. My time.
Time is priceless.
And like I said, I'm a psychopath. I fill my time. I literally fill my time with everything I want to get done and everything I want to succeed in. And I don't have time to give to others for them to abuse it like that.
Absolutely.
So I had to step away from that. And now it's just me, and then I help out where I can. Where I've helped Reilly, and she's getting started, and it's so cool to see her jump in and do this. And the only reason I put that together was because after talking to you, talk about vibes, I knew you would do it.
Serious.
1,000%. I'm so serious about it. It's wild.
We're going to have an update on Reilly. We will. We'll
She
have you
tags
back
me in her
on.
story.
I do.
We're going to have you
I
back
have
on
to.
and do an update on
Because
you and
that
your
part,
journey.
though, it almost holds me accountable, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I want to feel good, and I want to feel great about my workout and how much effort I put into it, right? But I also want people to recognize I didn't necessarily do it on my own. I had help, and I had somebody help me be accountable.
Well, and just like we talked about, she has her son that she's doing it with. I have my sons that I do it with. You need to have somebody that holds you. And I don't even want to just say accountable, because accountable to me sounds like, it sounds kind of harsh. Like, oh, are you in there working out?
Yeah.
But somebody that
Support.
motivates you, supports
Yeah.
you.
But it's also into the same lifestyle trend. I don't know what the word
Yeah.
is, but
Well, when
it's
you have
in
that
same-
consequence of letting someone down,
Yes.
that does play a part for most people, I would say. I would say most people, when you feel like you're letting someone down, you're gonna feel bad enough to like kind of push forward. It's gonna give you that extra push.
It's like when your mom or dad says that they're disappointed in you.
Yeah,
It's that same
something
feeling
like
where
that.
you're like,
Your
ew.
son, or your
Yeah.
son's like, we haven't been to the gym in forever, Mom.
I think that helps some people just kind of push through,
Absolutely.
which is good, because once you push through and you build that habit, it's easy
And
at
you
that.
start feeling better, and then you crave that. where
It's
you
the
wanna feel
hormones that, like the
better.
serotonin, the happiness,
Yeah.
your body just feels so good.
And then you treat your
Nature's,
head. You're looking in the mirror like,
nature's, what is it? What's that? Feeling the happiness?
Serotonin?
No.
dopamine?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Like the
The
sun,
best feeling, yeah.
the natural dopamine, a run, a walk, fresh air.
Yeah.
Natural dopamine.
I hate running,
Nothing
but
can-
man, do I feel good
I
afterwards.
know.
It
hate
is the
running.
best. That
I
runner's
don't
high.
run unless I feel like doing it. Sometimes every once in a while I'll be like, I just want to do a 5K, and then I'll do it.
Maybe we should all do that together.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah. I love
We could
it.
walk one.
Let's do a 5K.
Yeah. There's a Vegas Girl Walk.
Yeah, they
Let's do
also
it.
they do
I'm
like
so
the
down.
color run.
Let's do
They
it.
do all kinds of
It's
stuff
all
here.
ladies. They do a 5K in Vegas Girls. So like, I'll invite you guys on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
a
do
runner. That's what I did. I've run 4 marathons.
I
so
used to run too.
Yeah.
I just got out of it. I
Yeah.
loved it.
It's just,
I did gymnastics. I didn't run.
I like
That's okay.
I also
You
did
got that
cheerleading,
belief,
so.
I want to like weights.
I love weights.
I haven't tried
I love
them.
weights so hard.
I want to love weights.
Oh,
Do you
you
wanna
need
work
to get
out?
into it.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you a workout to follow?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
you won't want
Let
to
me
go
know.
back to cardio after you
I'm
do
a
weights.
cardio girly. Like
Oh.
I have Peloton and like
You will
it's
not want to
run.
go back to cardio.
It's huge. It's
I
huge
wanna-
because
I wanna
you
love
need
weights.
resistance training.
Yeah.
You need it.
And I need to get this big back now. So.
Well, listen, us being in our upper 60s.
Stop it. Stop
Not
it.
for
yourself, honey.
Right.
I'm not a day over
Me being in my
31.
60s, nobody believes you're in your 60s.
And you being in your 30s.
Right.
So you
I'm
start.
barely old enough to have a drink if I wanted to while we were talking about
Right?
that.
So what happens is the weight training actually helps to prevent osteoporosis and a lot of other things that we face as women with mobility, our joints and stuff like that. The weight training, cardio is great for your heart health and for burning calories, which are going to come back as soon as you eat something. But weight training, my gosh, the
I love
benefits
You gotta
that
put
that
on
it
muscle
has.
mass. You have
Yeah.
to. for
Okay,
your
let's
overall
do
health.
it.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Let me know. Shoot me a message of where you work out or
Okay.
where you're going to work out or whatever equipment
Yeah.
you're going to use, and I'll get you.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Honestly, I have
You'll
to shout
fall in
you out
love
for
with
that
it.
though too. Is being able to send you. My apartment building has its own gym.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But being able to send you like those pictures and the video and everything that I had, and you being able to just like come up with a whole plan for me
Workout,
was
yeah.
like, I felt how much time and love you put into that. So it was inspiring though too.
Aw.
I
It
love
was so
that for you.
nice.
Seriously, you just need like
do
some
love that.
dumbbells and you can get
Yeah.
started with minimal equipment.
Yeah, just let me know what you got, what you want to use, and I'll put it together.
Sounds good.
So we'll get you going, and then
Okay.
let's do that. Let's do that walk.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
do you know when it is?
I don't remember on this offhand.
Okay.
But they do a couple of them like a month.
Because we don't
But
have
it
to
don't
run.
have
We
to
can
be
just
that.
walk.
It could be something different. I'm down for a color run.
I
or
love
a
Oh my gosh,
the
a
color
bubble
run.
run.
The
Yep.
bubble run
The
was
bubble
fun.
run.
yeah.
foam.
It's coming up, I think,
Yeah.
or it just
The
happened.
foam that they have. Yep.
Yes.
All
I
right,
did.
pick one.
I did a mud girl. That was so hard.
Yep.
Oh,
They have the
that
tough
was so
mudder.
hard,
They
yeah.
have all of
I'm
those.
good.
Like the Spartan races and stuff.
Yep.
Those ones.
I
are-
did.
I don't like getting
No.
I want to run through fire.
I know.
I just want to.
Yes.
I just want to get down and dirty. I'm down for it.
No, I don't even.
We're gonna mud wrestle.
We can go.
We're mud wrestling.
I did 4 marathons, and the first 2 were like relay style.
Uh-huh.
So we started out in Mount Charleston and ended up at Red Rock. So we went all the way around.
cool.
And it was
Oh
like
my gosh.
teams of 16 people. We were in vans, and like I would do my like
like your portion.
yeah, and then slap the bracelet. I almost died, but it was great.
That's awesome.
It was
though.
so much fun.
That's the best feeling after something like
It
that.
was, and they had like club. What is it, Cherry or whatever at Red Rock? Cherry Club, Club Cherry Club.
Are you
What-
sure that's a Red Rock?
Yeah, in Red Rock. Anyway, they had it all set up for all the runners for the race
Oh.
afterwards. It was like refreshments, drinks, and like it was
That
so.
is really cool.
It was cool. I don't know about doing all that again, but a 5K. I can
We're gonna
handle
do
no problem.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can run one without even training, but I'm down to walk too.
Yeah.
Like, walk's more than enough.
I'm just gonna. I'll get on the training part. I'll go.
It's not like running's, I mean, kind of really hard on your body anyway.
It is,
So it'd be
especially
it would
on
be
your
so
joint.
much better for us to just walk it,
Mhm.
in my opinion. But
I'm all down for that.
Yeah.
and then we could wear goofy stuff and then like goof
Like
off too. We can make some
tutus,
reels
yeah.
and stuff while we're doing
Oh,
it. Like let's make
absolutely.
let's make this.
I'll
fun.
wear my sumo suit.
Oh,
I'll wear my cow
yes.
onesie.
Yep. Listen, we have inflatables.
I-
Of many varieties.
Why does that not surprise me?
Yeah, but
at
some of
all?
these have restrictions that you can't wear those.
Well, we need to find the ones that don't have restrictions.
But
So
yeah, we should be goofy.
I
We
mean,
should do something.
I'll wear
Yeah.
clothes. Like, that,
Or like,
I
or do
mean-
tutus and like some wild glasses or
Yeah.
something. You know, like let's do something themed and goofy.
I'm down.
It'll be fun.
down.
That's gonna be so fun.
Yes.
That's
Maybe when we post this podcast, we can put what we're going to do if any other ladies want to join
Yeah.
us.
I'll find out the info about that other stuff and let you know. what it is. When
Let's
it
do
is.
it.
I'm always down
Okay.
for some exercise.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you guys came on and
Thanks for
shared
having us,
your
yeah.
health stuff with
I
us.
know.
We're going to keep each other accountable.
Yes.
The best
Well,
part
do-
is we didn't even know what we were going to talk about.
I
really.
know,
I was just
right?
like, oh, this will work.
Well, we're all on our own journey, but we can come back together in the near future, maybe after you do your challenge and see where everybody's at.
Yeah, to be continued.
Ooh,
To
yes.
be
Can
continued.
we,
I like
can we do
that.
another one when you're finished?
Yes.
And then you'll be pretty far
I'll be
into
pretty
your-
far into
Yeah, so we
my
can get
program.
kind of like
yeah.
where you guys, like an update almost.
Yes, that
Yeah.
sounds so fun.
Because with the Heart 75, you have to take a progress photo every day.
Every single
Every
day.
So maybe I can do like a reel with the.
Oh,
That'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
awesome. Yep.
Have you ever used CapCut to make your reels?
No, but I
I
have it.
love CapCut.
So use go in there and find a template, and you can put all your pictures in there, and then it'll make
It'll
it
just
into
make
like
it-
a cool reel.
Yep.
Oh,
That's what I
perfect.
did when I did 75 hard a
Okay,
few
cool.
times.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I just make my own.
Otherwise, you got
I take book
75
recommendations,
photos on your
too.
phone.
Yeah, right? You could totally just slim it down.
Stretch! Look at my progress, guys!
That's terrible.
My
I
phone,
really learned how to use Photoshop during my
Right?
time on 75 Hard.
You'd be like, this is what I was doing my workout.
what's sad is like I don't even do 75 hard anymore, and I still have photos just endless on my phone of me at the gym.
It helps keep you accountable.
It
But
does.
the thing is they don't even say like, and like I know it's going to be hard, but they don't even tell you like what kind of diet. They just say pick one.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't like. That's the one thing with 75 hard that I don't like is that it's not very specific with your diet, and a lot of people kind of cheat with it.
Yeah.
So like they'll just be like, "I'm clean eating," but what does that
What does that
mean?
mean?
Right. And to
Because
some
clean
people,
eating could be a huge salad with like everything and ranch dressing
Or-
and bacon. And,
or they're just eating food, but they're eating like
Smaller portions.
yeah, just odd portions, and it's not really going anywhere. And like they're doing juices where it's full of sugar, and like smoothies
Yeah.
from places that are full of sugar. So like that's the one thing I don't like about 75 hard. But if you need any help with the diet stuff, let me know. It's very simple. I can factor your macros just like I did her, and you can track them. And then you just basically meal prep your meals, and it's super simple.
That's what I did.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I will say I was telling Felicia the only thing that I have a hard time with my macros is like portioning them out throughout the day. I'm a girl that loves to snack. I love some good snacks. So being able to like portion out my snacks with how much protein, how much carb, all of that, and making it last throughout the whole day is the only thing that I struggle with. And that's why I called her. I was like, what do I do?
And just planning ahead and just getting used to it. You just got to play with it. And,
Yeah.
But it's super simple. But for a diet, that's what I would recommend is tracking your food. Even if you don't like have a specific goal, it's just getting like to know, how much protein is in this, how much carbs is in this. It kind of like lets you see what you're actually eating and really plays it out. Because like when you track it, you're like, oh, that's 30 grams of protein. That's not 60 grams of protein that I thought it was, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And it allowed the app that there's so many apps out there, but the one that you put me on, it allows you to scan the barcode. So it tells you how many servings is for how much protein.
My Fitness Pal?
That one sucks anymore. There's so many better ones.
You
This
have me on
one's
what?
called
Chronometer? Yeah,
Okay.
Chronometer. That
Gotcha.
it's so simple. As soon as you learn how to navigate, like
And it's free.
I love
that
free.
is, yeah.
Oh, I
Yes,
love free
we
so
love
much.
free.
I love the free part.
Free.
I've paid for
99.
plenty of them. And
$3.99.
Same with like the boots camp, the one that you have me on. That
Yep.
one, I was like, oh, it's free. Let's go.
yep, and that's what I'll put your workout on too. Is it'll just be on this app that you'll just download the app and have the workout there.
Oh,
I
that.
love that in every individual rep, I get to be like, yeah, I completed that. That's it.
I've been on yoga lately. I like yoga a lot.
It's good for
makes you
stretching,
feel
but you
nice,
need that
yeah.
resistance training.
I want to try
Yeah.
Pilates.
Really do.
Yeah.
Weight training will change your body.
I'm excited
so
for that.
quickly.
That's what I'm excited for.
Mm-hmm.
I
You'll
just want
see
to be
your
strong.
body in a
you know what I
whole
mean?
new way.
Yeah. I've been seeing like, this sounds terrible, like not terrible, but weird, but I don't care. I digress. I've been seeing like really pretty backs on women.
Oh,
like
yeah.
nice
Oh.
backs. Like she, like walking, like she has a nice
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Like, and paying attention. I want a back like that.
Weight training.
Yeah.
Muscle weight training.
Yeah,
Weight
I
training,
need
that's
that.
where you're gonna get it.
That's the.
You're not getting that from cardio.
I love back, so I
Yeah.
can make you a whole back program.
Yes. I don't want a big back.
Weight training. We're gonna
Yeah.
get her on to weight
I
training.
love it.
I'm
down. I'm so down.
Oh, and then we should do a group Pilates class because you said you
I
wanted
want to try Pilates. I've never done
I love
Pilates.
Pilates.
I've never been. I see it all over social media, and it just looks like fun.
You know what I did this week? The whole entire week, every day? I didn't even start Heart 75. I literally scrolled through Instagram, and all those ads that come up for Orange Theory, yoga, Yoga 6, Pilates, a rowing class, they all offer like one free class to get you to join.
Yep.
I did them all.
Oh, nice.
Like I went to Orange Theory. I'm about to do True Fusion tomorrow. I did Yoga 6. There was a rowing one. There was another like random like high intensity interval training one. And it's all free. It's one free thing. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do it and see but I really, really, this is something that it was always important to me before this. And I knew that you did whatever you did is I really wanted to get into weight training. I want to be stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to do the pole dancing aerobics class?
Ooh,
I've seen the
no.
bungee jump one though, where you
Yeah, where,
hook
like,
onto the
They
like,
do
string.
That one
Yes.
sounds like way more
Honestly,
fun.
Yeah, that
let's-
one.
that
They do
one.
the wires.
I don't know if
Yep.
all four of us would be ever allowed back again because I feel like we would all.
Do we need?
I would
to be-
giggle through the whole thing.
You.
I would so.
I think they like for you to have fun.
I would
think
be
that's
like-
the point. They're like, "Ma'am, do you want a job?"
I'm like, show me how to twerk.
Oh no.
We can't do that.
Higher, you're higher.
They're like, "Ma'am, you have a job whenever you want it."
Yeah, I just could. I couldn't do it in heels.
The heels girls got
Yeah, I think
talent.
you can. Yeah, I think you can wear heels when you go to that class.
I'm good. I'll
I
stay in my.
actually
I'll stay in my Chuck
practice
Taylors.
my posing right now.
That'll help. Pop in the
Are
booty.
you competing soon?
I'm working towards a bikini comp. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I love that.
that's what I'm working
gonna go
towards. We didn't
cheer
even
her
dive
on.
into that.
We're gonna
When
go
is
cheer her
that?
on for that.
I'm shooting for November, but if I don't feel like I'm ready yet, I'll push it.
That's exciting.
We're gonna be there with like.
I was saying I got
signs
signed.
and
Listen,
stuff.
you're
Yep.
talking to
I'm
cheer
gonna have a big
captain,
finger.
Yes.
air horn, and a big finger.
You guys can't make me laugh because I will laugh.
Yeah, it's gonna have
What
your
kind of-
face
what
on it.
do
I'm gonna
you
get
know
face
or what-
the middle
like
finger?
company is it? Like what is like? Tell me more about
So
that.
it's not really a company.
Oh, okay. How does
it's
that
just,
work?
Yeah, you're just kind of like an independent competitor,
They have
but
the competition.
Who hosts
Yeah.
it?
they do like
All kinds of people.
yeah. So there's the bikini. There's like fitness. There's a new one called like Fit Model, I think is what it's called now. That one's more of like a pageant thing though. Like
Yeah,
you
where
don't-
you're like softer body. It's
yeah,
not
you have
as
to be
cut.
more covered up too.
Yeah.
They have the bodybuilding ones. So like there's different categories, but bikini's usually like where you kind of start. Because I don't want to do the fit model one because that one is more of like a gown and all that, and that's not what I'm going for. Obviously, I'm trying to show muscle if like I want to do this, right? So I want to work towards that, and then the fitness one, you have to actually do something. Like they do like gymnastic stuff, like
Hey,
yeah. So like I was like, yeah, no.
I'll teach you to line dance. You can do
She's
that.
gonna twerk.
You can line dance.
gonna twerk.
She's
I
gonna
look
twerk.
so stupid up there trying to freaking twerk and
She,
line
so
dance.
what
As
you
you should.
line or crochet.
Hey, listen. Just
I mean, you already know how to bartend, so
hey.
I can't
Go
teach
on.
you.
Yeah,
how to
I don't
do it.
think that's what they
doing a
meant
blow
by
eye on
like the
somebody.
fitness talent.
I can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on the piano. Okay, that's all I got.
While she's in a bikini.
Right. Line dancing.
Line dancing.
A line dancing twerker.
It's okay. I'll teach you some gymnastics. We can do round off back handspring.
We talked about digressing.
Yeah, so that's what I'm working towards.
I love that.
Felicia at a piano twerking while she's
Line
I have to wear
dancing.
heels, like because you have to wear
Twinkle
heels
little
in your
star.
swimsuit and stuff. And so I've been practicing like posing in my heels. And let me tell you, I couldn't figure out why my calves were sore.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I was not training calves.
Yeah.
I never trained calves.
the heels.
And then I was like, oh crap, it's some damn heels.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I spent like 2 hours in them one day.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're
Do they have to be a
usually
certain
finishes-
type of heel, or just it doesn't matter?
They're like
Probably a
those clear,
platform,
like,
clear
yeah.
Oh
ones.
yeah.
So,
You could really take a post class with those.
yeah, I don't really want to take
just
full.
clap
I want
on-
to do the cable thing. What is
Yeah.
that? Where you
The
flop
what?
around in that little.
The bungee jump one.
Yes.
Where you're like on a bungee.
A version table or something?
No, it's
I
the
want
one
to see how
where
many
you.
flips I can do.
So
I just heard
basically,
you
we're gonna
say
take you to like
flop
a kid's
around.
playground and just strap you into the bungee jump thing.
No, we'll get kicked out of
They
there.
don't
We
have
will.
those on kids' playground. What kind of playground
No,
do you
like
go
the
to?
fun, like the kids' playhouses, like where
I
you, like the
wanna go.
trampoline playhouses,
They don't
Hey,
have a bunch
can we
of
go do
boards.
that play place in Luxor?
where you get to like
Yes.
the Velcro.
Yes, I
Girls'
want to
night?
go.
Yes. Is
Oh,
that
I
our
wanna
next
go
girls'
play
night?
Yes.
that. Yes.
Yes.
Play at Luxor.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, let's
Oh.
do it.
That looks like
So-
so much fun. And last night I went to the movies in Town Square, and that golf place looks so fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's it
yeah.
called? It's right by.
Yeah.
It's right by
Hop stroke.
Stoney's.
Hop
Right.
stroke.
Yeah.
It's right by
Of course it's
Stoney's.
by
All right, we've got to wrap this up because it's going to be so long. We will continue our girls' night conversation.
Yes. And we will have you guys
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
In
We've got,
75 days.
Yeah.
75 days.
2.5 months.
76.
76, yeah. 76.
So what is that, right before, like, the beginning of June?
I don't know. I'm not
We don't
sure.
know the
What's
math.
The-
April
the math
1st,
is not
so
mathing.
May 1st, June 1st,
Mid-June?
July 1st would be 90 days.
Yeah, so April to
So-
May.
So yeah,
Mid-June.
sometime
May to
in June.
June.
Mid-June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be almost 70 by June 9th is when the concert is, so I should almost be complete.
So stay
Yeah.
tuned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Summer body's coming.
Loading.
Listen, I might come
absolutely.
back with new hair by then.
Yes. Yes.
Love
We're
that.
gonna be new ladies. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks
Thank
for
you for
having
having
us. It was a
us.
blast. Thank you so
guys
much.
for
much.
watching. We'll see you next time.
The twerking
Bye.
video. Don't forget the twerking video.
Don't forget the twerking video. It's coming. I even winked.
Ooh.
Ooh, I love that for us.
We were talking